it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and thanks for coming back. Those of you coming back, or those of you here for first time, glad you're here. Thanks. So the important question of the day is how do we find a balance? How do we find the balance between our personal joy and happiness and defeating and destroying all evil in the world? So yeah, you got to think about it. So there's lots of stuff going on in the world that are horrible and terrible, and they're mean and nasty people and stuff, and they're doing horrible, terrible, rotten things. And then there's you, and you're like, hey, I feel bad about the horrible, rotten, nasty things going on. I want to stop the horrible, nasty things. Well, the first thing that you find that becomes a problem is knowing exactly, what you should do. Because you come walking, say you're walking down the street, and you see two people and they're having a fight, and they're just, and they're fighting each other, and they're fighting each other, and you think, hey, this is terrible. I don't want anybody to get hurt. But the problem is you're not quite sure whose side you should be on, because maybe one of the dudes is like a horrible, mean, nasty, terrible person, and the other person is like a really good, nice person, and a really nice person is just minding their own business, and the whole horrible, terrible, rotten, mean, evil person comes on and goes, I don't know you at all. And he says, well, I didn't do anything to you. I'm just walking down the street. Well, I want all your stuff, and I'm going to beat you up. So he starts beating him up, right? And so then you would want to make sure that you're like on the side of the good, the good guy. But if you just come walking around, you don't know who the good guy is. So you don't know what you're like. What do I do? And that's why a lot of people just start like, well, I'm not sure what to do. And then, of course, there's legal, ramifications, if you're getting involved. Because one of them might be like an undercover police officer. And so you might go and you end up helping the bad guy and not the police officer. So that's crazy, Or if like take, for instance, here's this pond over here. And so you come, you're just enjoying the beautiful nature next to the pond. And then all of a sudden, you realize that there is a person in the pond and they're drowning. And so you say, hey, I'm going to go save that person. Well, it'd be a good thing, because you're doing a good thing, because they're a fellow human being in the pond and they're drowning. And so you smile there and you pick them up, you get them, and you bring them to the shore, and they live. But then you find out, later that was a horrible, rotten, terrible person, and he goes to do terrible, rotten things. And so you're doing a good thing, you're helping a bad person do more bad stuff, and so then you start getting down and say, it's terrible. Now what do I do? So now you find yourself in a very difficult philosophical conundrum. And so the answer to this simple question is that you just don't know. You just don't know everything. And so what you do is you do what you can do, because it's a good thing. It's a good thing to do. Same as someone is going to die and you save them from not dying, and you didn't know that they were a horrible, rotten person. I mean, if you knew it was a horrible, rotten person, and you see them out there and they're drowning, and you may think, hey, maybe that person, maybe karma's in the universe is like, even though we're all interconnected with the universe and stuff, the universe could be like, I don't really like this part of me, right? And so I'm going to just sort of scrub this and spread it out everywhere else, just sort of get rid of this nastiness. But the important thing is that if you do a good thing for the sake of just doing a good thing, then you're still a good person because you're doing a good thing. And then you just let all the, because the nasty, because you're trying to make decisions about what's good and what's bad all the time, then you end up just not making decisions at all because you're trying to go with the, so you don't know, well, you don't know everything. And so, or you just do good stuff. Just be a good person, and you get a chance to do good things. Do good things, and if you see, a horrible person drowning, you should help. You should probably help. I mean, maybe, maybe you don't do it enthusiastically, but you should still be a good. Because you don't want to become what they are. Now, if he has a gun, if he's out there and he's drowning and you think he's got a gun and he's going to shoot you if you try to help, okay, then, you duck and cover, and then I think you're justified in hoping he drowns. So there's that. All right, well, I hope that has clarified any questions you have. Be a good person. You can do good, you do good, and if you can't do good, there's things you want to do, you can't do, well, send money. You send money. That helps. Somebody's doing something good, you can go, hey, I'll give you some money, help you do something good. Because if we're all trying to do the same thing anyway, it gets kind of confusing. And there's a lot of coordination that's got to go on, so maybe you just find somebody who's doing good stuff and just support them, and that's a good thing. You're still a good person. So be a good person. Don't let it down on you, and just be happy, stuff. All right. Okay, we're done. It's over.